metres above sea level. It's a future that seems pretty bleak. Economically too, the country is poor, reliant on only a few sources of income. One of the big earners for Tuvalu is its sailors. They represent most of the male workforce, and their wages are a vital part of Tuvalu's economy. That workforce was threatened last year when, off the coast of Africa, 12 Tuvalu sailors were captured by Somali pirates.
Bullets were like, you can hear those like ding, 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 sounds of bullets on the bridge. I don't know, some other bullets were hit right next to me, and they came in with their guns. Yeah, a bunch of skinny guys, and the bullets like hanging on their neck and around them. We were just sitting there, just waiting, whatever comes up. If they come and shoot us, what the heck, what else we can do?
I think not only myself, but all of the crew, they get scared. Very bad people. They are not human beings.
The crew were all released after their German employers paid a ransom of $2.5 million.
We were captured on the 4th of April last year, and we were released from there on the 3rd of August. That's almost 4 months. All I want to see is my family, my kid, my wife. My wife came up to me. She hugged me and my kid. But when I saw my family, it's like in my heart, I ran out of words to say thank you to my Lord.
That's God's way, but we are lucky that we are alive. We came alive.
Olatanga says his days as a seafarer are now over. He wants to run a food canteen with his wife in Tuvalu.
Money, nothing, I think, but my life is more better. Better to save the life than having money. But yeah, I think it's better to stay home.
Jack's wife Emily doesn't want him to return to sea, but Jack says he has no choice. The pirates are a risk he and other Tuvalu seamen are prepared to take to earn a living.
We need money to live. So, to work here, I can get a decent job here, but the rates, it's very low. The only fast way to get money is a seafarer.
While Jack's keen to stay in Tuvalu, not everyone else is. Celia Tagata says she's making plans to leave for a better life.
With the pay that we have here in Tuvalu, it's just not enough for us to look after one family. And plus here, it's important to know that in a family, it's not just the parents and the children. It's the parents and the children and the uncles and the grandmothers and the aunties and, the list goes on. And for one household, there may be just 2 or 3 people working. And with the little pay they have here, they cannot cater for everyone. So yes, one of the main reasons that people want to leave Tuvalu is to get better life, better standard of living, and better education.
Tuvalu's economic survival also depends heavily on foreign aid and sales of its .tv internet name, which it earns royalties from. Tourism isn't a big winner for Tuvalu. Only around 100 tourists make it here each year. There's no direct flights to Tuvalu. You have to take a 3-hour plane trip from Fiji. So Tuvalu's tourism department wants to tap into the eco-tourist market and use the new King Tide Festival as an annual event to attract visitors interested in climate change. It's ironic the very reason for the festival will be the reason locals themselves will one day have to leave here. Selma Haulangi has lived here all her life. She sells crafts to tourists for a living. The recent changes in Tuvalu concern her.
I think I want to leave Tuvalu because of the rising of the sea level.
Where will you go?
Zealand. Of course, I'm very sad to leave my homeland.
Leaving the island is a choice most Tuvaluans will need to make at some point because of the encroaching seas. But one man determined to stay and is making it his mission to save Tuvalu is Reverend Tuvalu Sama.
In the fight to save the country, everywhere I go, I always say I want to be the last one standing here. Even if it is underwater, I want to be the last person standing on Tuvalu.
Reverend Lusama often travels abroad, preaching the message of climate change and its effects in Tuvalu to schools, business people and world leaders.
Well, I usually tell them, you know, this is not a campaign to save my country. This is, I am talking to you on behalf even of your people, because the impacts of climate change are not going to be limited to Tuvalu only.
He's unfazed by skeptics who often challenge him on the impact of climate change.
I usually believe that, you know, skeptics don't need to win an argument. All they need to do is to put an argument in place and create doubts in the minds of the people. Usually I tell the skeptics, the only thing to prove you wrong is to come to my country.
There's even some skepticism here. The country is deeply religious, and many believe either God would not cause another flood or will save them from the rising sea.
Kaya ko'y sinatako.
Tuvaluans are no different to other Pacific countries. They're deeply tied to their land. But the question is, if their land is stripped away from them, will their culture continue to survive?
No, the culture, I will never lose my culture.
Whenever we go with our culture.
Most Tuvaluans don't want to leave their land. But when the sea eventually makes the land uninhabitable, what will Tuvaluans do and where will they go? Enele believes the immediate answer lies in getting funding to try and raise the land permanently.
If you raise this island to, say, 2 meters above sea level, even more. I mean, you are building artificial islands in the middle of the Gulf Ocean for palm islands. If humankind can do that, I can't believe we are so cruel to allow the small island countries like Tuvalu to submit underwater.
I think it is really difficult to decide on a place and a country for the people of Tuvalu to move to, preferably within the Pacific. It is better for us to move as a people into a place where it belongs to us and we can call home, Tuvalu.
If my ancestors have been here for centuries, I think God up there will make us stay here, and other generations will come after us. They will continue going on. I think Tuvalu will remain, unless God says something about Tuvalu.